Hey everybody, we're in the kitchen here with Mike, and today we are going to make some French press coffee. We're going to press it. So we're just going to go through the steps of how to, and hopefully this will be a quick video. And Kai Juhlin is with me today, and he's going to edit it up and make it magic as he has been doing for me. And hopefully this will help you in the process if you're a visual kind of person. So we're going to start over here. We're going to grab the tea kettle. And I've just got a little tapper here on the sink that's filtered water. You don't have to use filtered water if you don't want to, but you know, if you're going to make good coffee, you got to have good water, right? Oops, I'm making a mess. So that's why I kind of like to use the filtered. You could use bottled water too if you want. I mean, it seems kind of extreme. Okay, so this is just a meat temperature, meat thermometer. I stick it in the end of the kettle here, and what that's going to do is allow me to get a better gauge on when the water is ready. And the water is ready when it's anywhere between 195 and 205 degrees, which is just under boil. Boil is 212 degrees, right? So while that's getting ready here, we'll come over here and we'll grind up some coffee. Now if we want to do this the right way, there's ratios that we need to follow. And it depends on how you like coffee. Some people I've read their blogs and whatnot, coffee experts who say the perfect coffee blend is a 17-to-1 ratio of water to coffee. Other people say, oh, a 15-to-1 ratio is a great blend, a great ratio. But I'm more probably like a 20-to-1 ratio, and my wife and daughter are more like maybe a 30-to-1 ratio, which I'm going to talk about a little bit later on, maybe in another video, about why then it's kind of key to have multiple presses. This is the French press that we're going to make coffee in today. So we want to do a quick calculation. This is a 20-ounce container, so 20 ounces of water roughly is going to go in here. And if we want to use 20-to-1 as our ratio, it's pretty simple. We need an ounce of coffee, right? 20 ounces of water, 1 ounce of coffee, that's a 20-to-1 ratio, right? I know not everybody has one of these, but this is a nice gram scale, ounce scale, you know, good for measuring things like coffee and other assorted things that maybe you make some extra money on the side that we won't talk about, right? So we're going to go with an ounce of coffee. So here's what we want to do. This is the catch cup for our grinder, and it weighs 2.9 ounces. So I'm going to tare that out, T-A-R-E. So what it does is it's got the cup on there, and it sets the scale back to 0. So I'm going to fill this up until there's an ounce. We're right at an ounce. So that's an ounce of coffee, right? So that goes into my grinder. I set the grinder for medium coarse, and away we go. And it's ready to go. This is the steel toe. This is the new version of the steel toe. It's not on my website yet, but we will get it there. And this particular one has this little lid that closes up on it. It's kind of nice. This is the brew stop, and this thing is kind of cool here. This comes apart so you can wash it and clean it. And if you can see the top of this part here, I don't know how well that's showing up, but the top here it's got like this plate on it, and don't ask me how it actually works. There's a screen underneath here, but when this thing presses down, it turns the brewing process off. Versus other French presses, like this jobber here. This was the first press. I don't think this is. I think this is actually the second French press that we ever bought. The first one I believe we broke. It's glass. They're not expensive. It's got this type of a setup for the screen. And the difference between the two is when I push down, the water is still in contact with the grounds, and it's going to continue to brew. It's going to continue to extract flavor. And if I leave it sit there, it's going to over extract. So I need to get, when I use this type of a device, I need to get this out of this when it's done. It's also going to get cold because there's no insulation in it, right? So then you need to have another piece of hardware, you know, like a coffee carafe that that you're going to pour this into to help keep it hot and so that it doesn't continue to brew. So this is called the brew stop, and when it plunges down, it stops the brewing. I don't need to transfer this coffee to any other container. I can drink right out of this container. It's got a little sippy part here. It's kind of cool, and it's going to keep it hot. This thing is amazing. It'll keep it hot for hours. These are the only presses you're going to find that have this. It's patented design technology. So one of the reasons why we decided to become a reseller of their products, because they're cool, right? And they're high quality. All right, so water is starting to go there. I can hear it. It's at 163 degrees and climbing. I'm going to go ahead and dump my grounds in here. I already know what they weigh, right? I already weighed them. I don't need to redo that. I don't need to... Whoops, putting it in the wrong container, Mike. Too many containers in front of me. Oh, we're getting there. We're up to 173 degrees. Don't twist the, if you're like me, I like to drink the Miller Lights, right, with the twist back on cap. Don't twist the cap back on and throw it in the fire when it's empty. It becomes a little missile, a little bomb. I found that out by accident. 202, that's what we got it to. And actually, the temperature is going to keep going up a little bit just because of the thermal transfer that's going on here. So we've got a little stir stick here. I like to use a wooden one. I don't know why. Heat transfer, I guess, would be the main reason why I wouldn't use metal. And we're just going to pour this in slow. This is kind of a big stick for this little of a cup. Usually I'm making more coffee. Hey Samuel, set a timer for 30 seconds.
30 seconds, starting now.
Samuel L. Jackson, everybody. So we're going to stir this for 30 seconds. And Kai, I don't know if you can see this. I'll put this down. But this has a nice, creamy head on it, so to speak. That's called the crema. And if you're a coffee enthusiast, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for that, and it comes in abundance in our coffee. Hey Samuel, set a timer for 4 minutes.
That's enough time for you to work and start.
What did he say?
4 minutes, starting now.
Said something snarky.
Huh, he is a little snarky. Hey Samuel, swear.
Hasta la vista, mother.
I think that probably came through. So here we go. We're going to press down. Not too fast. What you'll find is if you change the grind of your coffee to a less coarse to more of a medium grind, it'll be harder to push down on this. So you don't want to go much past, I would say, a medium grind. A medium coarse is where you want to be. So it's ready. We can pour away here. Kai, would you care to join me in a cup of Jamaican Blue Mountain?
Sure thing.
All right, everybody. Kai Juhlin. Go, buddy.
Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome. Smell good?
Yes.
It's a little hot.
It's good though.
It's strong. There's no doubt. So if you don't like the 20-to-1 ratio, you want a little bit less strong than that. Like my wife would say that that's strong coffee. Make it less. But I mean, this coffee is so damn good. This Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee. What do you taste when you're tasting this, Kai?
I'm not a very good describer of flavor profiles, but earthy. That's one of them. That's a term they use for that.
Yeah, I would say earthy is a good way to describe that.
Full-bodied.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely full-bodied. But not bitter.
No, not very bitter at all.
Not bitter, not harsh, not biting on the tongue.
It's strong though, but not bitter.
Yeah. All right, so there you have it. I just made some great coffee for Kai and I. Hopefully you thought that was a pretty easy process, that it's not complicated. It's not a lot of, there's nothing really mechanical going on here other than a button that gets pushed down. When we're all done, the cleanup, we'll do another video on that. But it's real easy. It's real simple, and it's not any more time, in my estimation at least, than getting the coffee maker ready and making a pot of auto drip coffee. And it's way better coffee, and we'll talk more about why in another video. But thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something about it. And please tell other people to watch, share it with your friends, like it on your social media, share it. And that's what's going to help us to grow and get big and keep bringing you great coffee and great tea and great products as well. So thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.